Let's see what it does. What it is, what it do. Okay, we've started streaming. Are we streaming on TikTok? There we go. There we go. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. I think the sound sounds pretty good now. Yep, can hear everything. Alrighty, let's get our day started. I don't know what repair we're gonna work on right now, but we're about to get our day started. Lower the volume down a little bit. Alright. So I know this PS2 I won't be able to get done today, but I do need to order the part for. Do you remember what was wrong with this switch?
Charge.
Charging port?
Yeah, charging port. And the other one is rail.
These are old, so I need to get this done today. Alright, so this one I believe I did change the charging port, but it was still not charging. You know, one of the things I failed to check is to see if my microscope.
Oh, it's working?
If a mic.
I was gonna ask you that when you first started to the.
I completely forgot to check. I hope it is working though. I don't want to end my life because of it.
You already streaming now, or?
Yeah, I'm already streaming. Oh.
So, that's working now then?
Yep, that's working. It's working properly now.
New stream setup.
I am live. Fine. Okay. Let me go. I'll be back.
a cool little stream, guys. Oh. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Sorry about that, y'all. I took off my mic just in case I needed to be rude or something, because this is a homeless dude. My area, unfortunately, where my location's at, there's a lot of homeless people, and sometimes the only way you can communicate with them is also being rude back. But I didn't have to be rude in any way, shape, or form. I just took it off just in case. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and proceed here. I do need to get these out today. I don't remember where I stopped with this one, to be honest. Yeah, but look. This one there's confirmed coating missing. It looks like it had some sort of liquid damage. Fuse? Yes. That is it. But I'm working on these right now, and just put those next to the laptop on the motherboard. So this one did have some sort of liquid damage. And my microscope is not working. Again. Sure does. It's like it chooses when to work and when not to work. Which gets a bit annoying because I want the microscope. I literally want the microscope. All right, I don't know if my let me see here. I need to test my chat real quick. I need to make sure that my chat's actually working. So bear with me here. Someone sent me a text message. Please call. Who is this? Is that the number I called earlier today? Sure is. Give me a second, y'all. Hello? Yes, sir. I'm just giving you a call back. Is this a text message? 4270 Cimarron Street. street side. We're doing the street side, and we're doing my uh, my my uh, front yard. Also the one on the I don't know if you see the sidewalk, but to the right of that, there's also a small patch of lawn there as well, which we also installed a sprinkler system there as well. But we're just not going beyond the ridiculous. Well, I'm not giving that information. I'm shopping around and getting free quotes. The best one's going to end up getting our business. So as far as what I'm going to pay or I'm willing to pay, I'm not giving those details. If you want to go ahead and provide me with the quote, we can go from there.
Okay, no problem. So is it topsoil and grass?
Topsoil and grass, correct. And of course, tiller and take out roughly 2 to 3 inches of that, whatever that type of dirt it is. I have it's more like clay than dirt. And then put some topsoil on top, of course.
Okay, when do you want to do it?
As soon as possible, of course. Once we get the quotes and we validate who we're going to go with.
Okay, send me a name and email address.
Yes, sir. I'll do that now.
Send you
All right, that'll work. Thank you, sir.
thank you.
You will. And damn camera. Okay, I don't know if we got any people watching. Can we send a test message from TikTok? Can we send a test message from TikTok? TikTok. Are we even live on TikTok? We are live on TikTok. Hi. Yep, we've got some people coming in from TikTok. I see, hey mate, how are you? Henry Johnson. I don't know why my TikTok messages though are not coming across into my chat section through Restream, although they are enabled. We are streaming to it using Restream, but the chats are not coming through. But I can still read my chat here. We've got the unknown Reaper, I think that's what it says. It's raining over there. Yes, it's raining. Good luck. Wish me luck with my electronics. They suck at troubleshooting a variable. Who sucks at troubleshooting variables? I'm not sure who you were referencing to, Mr. Wilson. They suck at troubleshooting a variable voltage. Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and proceed. I'm not, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about. Actually, I should worry about it because I want to be able to show you guys my camera here, but it's not displaying. And it's not going to display. I am trying this one more time here real quick. Rebooting every single one of these components that it needs to go through. Sorry I joined a little late. How's the game going so far? What game are you referencing? We're not playing any games. We're an electronic repair shop, so we stream our repairs live on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, as well as Facebook. Okay, still did not come through. I'm wondering if it's my HDMI splitter. Alright, nevertheless, I can't spend no more time on this. I just gotta continue. Alright, let's see what this is doing real quick. Make sure I've got this plugged in. I do not. We've got a our USB tester here. We're gonna plug in a battery to it real quick. We're gonna see what this is doing because I don't remember what it was doing previously. So let's see if we can figure it out. And notice there's a little bit of corrosion on the battery side. I'm going to see if I can clean that out real quick with some IPA here real quick, because maybe that could be the issue. Potentially, but there's a lot of other corrosion on there as well. By the way, you stream daily or just sometimes? We stream, we don't have a set schedule as of yet. It's mostly sometimes as of now, as time allows. When we're busy, we don't stream. We do videos instead. We just record clips and whatnot and upload to our socials, whether if it's TikTok or YouTube Shorts. All right, so this one's not getting any sort of voltage at all out of the charging port. So out of the charging port right now, I did not get anything. Let me see what this tells me, because then I'll be able to see the basically which line. I need to potentially troubleshoot here. Alrighty. Pins 5, I'm seeing OL. Pin 17 OL. Pin 18 OL. The rest of them, I am getting some values. Yeah, this one has way too much corrosion, y'all. I remember why we put this one aside. We have put this one aside, but they said originally that it was a charging port, which charging port was bad on this one. However, this one, it's got corrosion not only in this area right there. It has corrosion near where the battery goes, and definitely a lot of corrosion in this entire spot. Usually any sort of liquid damaged device, although we will love to get them fixed, unfortunately, we don't spend too much time on water damage devices. Water damage devices, it could be a number of things, and having to work on those. We are a repair shop. We try to do fast turnaround. We don't like spending too much time on a device that's going to take a while to resolve. You know, that would be more for a hobbyist, someone that's learning, and on top of that has the time to spend on a device like this. For us, it's more so let's get it repaired and keep it moving. And that's what we're going to do with this device. The other one, we are going to replace the Joy-Con or the Joy-Con rails. This one we're just going to put back together and let the customer. We're not repairing this. It's liquid damaged. Again, liquid damaged devices just have way, especially when it's in multiple areas. I'm not going to be sitting there and replacing all sorts of components just so I can get it up and going. Yes, go tell mom. And that's good, baby boy. I love it that you're hungry. You're asking the wrong person, though. Go ask mom. Huh?
When you had your mic off, I could hear you all the way from over there.
Oh, you could still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one's, it's got liquid damage. I'm not even gonna waste my time on this one.
So it was liquid damage?
This one is. It's too much corrosion. There's some there. And there's a lot in the back in that other area as well. I'm just gonna say that the liquid damage it's severe with this one. The port was definitely changed, not realizing the extent of the damage. So unfortunately, we've deemed it as non-repairable because of the liquid damage, or at least not by us. Yes, baby boy. Yes. Your content actually got good energy for highlights. You appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. I love you more. I love you more, Isaiah. Yes, you can eat. Go tell mommy to give you some food. Can you do that for me? You're 43 minutes away, but I'll definitely drop by if I have any issues. Definitely appreciate it. What is it? This severed? I think that's what it says. We're here. You need us? Feel free to stop by. Feel free to stop by if you need us. TikTok chat needs to also show up in my restream. Why isn't it showing? Henry, basically, I really enjoy your stream. I do Twitch graphics as a hobby, like the logo animation, overlays, etc. If you ever need something designed, I'd be happy to show you something of more crazy. I appreciate it, Henry. But there's this thing now called AI, and AI does awesome work. So usually that's where I would go. I'd just have AI generate it for free. But otherwise, I really do appreciate you taking the time telling me that you do artwork and want to sell it to us. However, we choose to go in the free version. AI is taking the job of a lot of people. And they can do it for free. For free! You just gotta tell AI what you're looking for and it gives it to you. Sometimes you have to do a few, tweaks here and there. But 80% of the time, it gives you what you're looking for. If not, better. I used to use Fiverr for a lot of my jobs when I realized that a lot of these Fiverr people, they're also using AI and selling you AI AI projects when you thought they were the ones doing it. In reality, they were AI generated. So I started just using AI. And AI gives me what I need. Would you like to see a portfolio? No, I don't want you wasting your time, bud. I wouldn't want to see a portfolio. Appreciate it, though. I appreciate it, though, but no, I wouldn't be interested. I don't have anything right now that I'm looking for, so. Oh. Was this thing missing screws by chance?
I don't know if this is the one that had the...
1, 2, 3.
No, I had those screws on there.
I'm missing these screws.
Yeah, look, the only thing I know is these, because it's broken right here.
Well, those are there.
It has 4? No,
So I'm missing 3 screws. 1, 2, 3 screws. Baby boy, can you sit down in your stroller, please? 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 Come on, let's go sit you down in the stroller. Get up. What do you want, baby boy? What do you want? What do you want? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yes. What do you want? What do you want? Oh, what do you want? You taking my hat? Okay. Okay, you can use my hat for a little bit, okay? Sit down now. Wait, careful your feet. You want to, oh, the hat's big. There you go. You can use Puppy's hat, okay? Alrighty. I need to get a few screws for that one. So we are missing a few screws here. Well, you are certainly being persistent, Henry. Leads me to believe you are probably AI yourself. Here's my DC, Henry Johnson 1. Really appreciate it if you add me and send a quick wave so I can share my artwork with you. That won't be happening, Henry. I appreciate it, though. I'm not really interested in checking out any sort of artwork. But again, I really do appreciate it. Is your company a Christian company? I noticed there's a Christian song on your other videos. I am Christian myself. I recently started going to church. Of course, seeking God out again. I would have had Christian music here. However, the last time I had Christian music that was being played, my YouTube, I got a strike on YouTube actually, because I'm guessing somebody must have reported it or something, I don't know, for copyrights, and I had to fight that, and then they restored my access to YouTube. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't have any Christian music right now. So I got some random epidemic sound playing right now so that it's just not silence, if that makes sense, in the stream. So it's just some random, I don't know, random music is what it is. Random electric music. But yes, I am Christian. I'm not going to say that the business itself is Christian, because the business is just business. But I am Christian myself, or at least trying to be. I'm trying to be right by, do right by God. I am not perfect, though. I'm not perfect whatsoever. What happened to that screw? I just had it and it fell. Did the screw just go missing? Huh. Hey man, that's messed up. Is your YouTube the same as TikTok? Yes, it is. It is the same. So yeah, I am trying to do better. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I am going to church. You know, just seeking Him. I hadn't gone to church since I was, I think the last time I had gone was when I was 16. Before I started going again, that is, of course. And then we had some circumstances happen with my kid and led me to seeking Him. And I believe that I'm in the right path. I believe I am in the right path. I have a Series X that I will have to take apart because it randomly powers off. It randomly powers off. After how long does it power off? Or it could be a minute and then it powers off. It could be an hour. If so, it's a possibility you've got a potential failing power supply. Alright, we put this one back together. This one's a no-go. That one's a no-go. This one is just the Joy-Con rails. And I want to...
Top elbow.
L?
Yeah, that's
This one?
yeah. Top one.
I can press it though. But you saying it's not registering?
Yeah, that's what she told me.
Okay. So Joy-Con rails, which are these? These are easy to replace. We do have to take it apart though, because the ribbon cables are on the connector. So we're going to take those two screws. What do you use to stream to TikTok and YouTube and Twitch at the same time? I use Restream. So Restream.io, it's what I use. Ruzzy Ruz. We got Ruzzy Ruz in the house. Appreciate you joining the live, bud. Oh, it looks like I'm able to see the chat and stuff, see the wave and stuff, but it's not showing me the handshakes, none of that stuff. It's all right, though. We got Ace Console Repairs. Appreciate you joining the lives as well. Appreciate you guys joining the live. Welcome. I don't know what this point stuff is about, y'all. I am using a random profile for StreamerBot. I think that's what it's called. StreamBot. Yeah, StreamerBot. And apparently it's calculating some sort of points. I'm not sure what the points can be used for. I've yet to figure that out. But when I grow up, I want to be just like Ace or Ruzzy Russ. Like their profiles. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully my sound's coming across. I'm not sure if it's loud enough or not. At Duel. At Gamble. What? What is all this? At Duel, at Gamble. I don't think I have any of those commands or actions in my thing. Yeah, you can hear? Cool. At Duel, at Gamble. I mean, exclamation duel, exclamation gamble. What is that supposed to do? I maxed out on volume for earbuds. Oh, you maxed out? Oh, is it that low? Yeah, I'm always having issues with my audio. I got the DJI, by the way, that you recommended. They're right here. I got them, and I'm still having issues. I'm thinking it's gonna be my Go XLR, something with my Go XLR.
I hear it just fine. I might get on. Maybe it might be YouTube. Because he's on YouTube now.
Yeah, he is on
I
YouTube.
think it might be YouTube. So,
I'm just trying to see what the points. I'm trying to see what the points do as well. I don't know. I don't know what they do. If you figure it out, let me know, because I do not know what they do. I grabbed a profile from online and I uploaded that to StreamerBot just to be able to get a better chat session going. What's the receiver DB at? You are asking me a question that I do not have the answer to. I didn't mess with the receiver. The receiver is a little tiny box. I didn't mess with it, so I don't know what the DB is at, but let me check. Let me see if I can figure it out. Is this your water?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was.
I don't know who's.
There's no water over here.
I don't know. I can't seem to find that. There's a dial on the receiver. If I unplug it, you guys won't be able to hear me. Are you talking about where it says LR dash or L dash R? It's got a plus, mine's got +8 on it. If that's what you're referencing. I'm telling you, I could do a lot of things, but audio it's my weakness. Audio in general has always been my weakness. You can hear me fine on TikTok? Yeah, I think it has to do something with YouTube, maybe. YouTube apparently has has audio issues. The YouTube's doesn't like me. All right, those are the two that are bad. Let's go ahead and get them replaced. What's the receiver DB at?
Oh, this was the slide up, right?
I did. It is what it is, man. I'm just gonna lose a little bit of money. I don't think it's worth me reopening it back up for that. It's like $1.25 or so.
At Rosales Supertech. Welcome 8-bit repair. You have been awarded some points. Use points to check your balance. At Rusty Russ Repairs. 8-bit alien monster.
8-bit.
Medium light skin tone.
I'm gonna unplug it real quick, and I'm gonna see if just walk me through it, okay? You probably won't be able to hear me because I'm gonna have it unplugged. I want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing because I'm not sure if we are. Oh no, 8-bit. Are you saying hi to 8-bit? I'm sorry. EBT. What? What are you guys on about? I just sold something. What did we sell? Something sold for $100. Oh, did y'all put Deadpool online? You just put it 2 seconds ago. It just sold. It just sold for whatever you put it up for. Oh man. It just sold, and you just put it up 2 seconds, and it sold. Somebody was looking for that game.
Another streamer misread my username as BBT Repairs.
Complete is barely $2 extra compared to 9.
Was,
But that's a lot better than what eBay has me out for.
how much does eBay has them out for?
So complete price is 92, but a lot of people have it out here for like 140, 130.
Oh wow.
So they're trying to up the prices. I'm just we can't.
That's probably why it sold, because she sold it at actual market, not the scalper. The scalper price.
Oh yeah. Pitch Black releases tomorrow. Are you gonna get it? You got some, no?
I pre-ordered some. Yes, I did pre-order some. It gets, they have a release. I could go spend the night until about 11 o'clock at night, and then I would get them, or just go pick them up tomorrow. And I think I'm just gonna go pick them up tomorrow. What? I got 2 booster boxes and 3 TVs. Yes. Huh? I'm just gonna put them up with the rest of the stuff back there. They're just gonna sit there. Nope. They're just gonna sit there for a minute. They're gonna sit there for a minute. They're gonna be up there for a minute until they sell out and they don't have any more, and then and then I'll put them out. And then I'll put them out. Now those will be the scalper prices. Although I'm not scalping them, I just pre-ordered them. Ooh, that should just scare me. Trevor, appreciate you you joining the team. See if I can lower that volume real quick. That is, I need to find a better alert sound. Whenever someone hits the follow button or subscribes, it's a lightsaber. Well, it's supposed to be something like retro, and apparently that's what it gave me as a retro sound. We got XZMR or whatever. Trevor, appreciate you hitting the follow button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I just followed you on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Man, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Texas Autistic. You all right? Texas Autistic. They didn't ask to replace the analogs on this one? Let me look at the ticket. Let me look at the ticket. Let's get the line by high, sell low, instant transactions. How'd you do that? Buy low, sell high, exactly. What are you talking about, GPU? I'm trying to read you guys' comments, but I'm lost to whatever this conversation's about, to be honest. Buy low, sell high. That's definitely the name of the game always. If you're in business, buy low, sell high. You will never be in business if you buy high. Do you guys also have a shop? I don't know if I've ever asked this question before. Look, why is this thing not spinning? It's because I got the wrong one. You know what I'm waiting for, though? What I'm waiting for, it's that translucent Xbox Series console that'll be coming out. That's what I'm looking for. When it comes out, either November or December, I'm not sure exactly what day it'll come out. That's what I'm waiting for. Hopefully, I get to get at least one for myself. At least one. And if I could get more, that's even better. No shop here, just my garage. I'm a hobbyist that works on consoles 5 hours a week. I'm learning, but very, very slowly. No, you're very knowledgeable. I see your content, man. I wouldn't say you're a slow learner. You got me beat actually with the with your BGA rework station, because I had one Mines caught on fire, which I also bought. And I think I mentioned this last time you were here. I bought it from AliExpress, and it lasted me about a year before it caught on fire. I did try fixing it, you know, like we do repairs, but the extent of the fire was too great, of an extent to where it wasn't repairable. For? To test? There's one that was ready the other day that we're supposed to sell, the Pro. We have one original and there's a Pro. So the Pro one works, and then the original one also. One of the original ones, not the customers, but ours. And then the Pro, which is the one on this side. How you been, brother? I'm doing pretty good. The Black Crew Cab. I'm doing pretty good. Appreciate you asking. Appreciate you asking. What was wrong with the switch that you're working on? So this switch originally, I believe, was not charging, which my employee changed the charging port a couple of weeks back. This one was M92T36, which is one of the PMICs. So it wasn't charging. So M92T36 was replaced, but the customer also wanted the Joy-Con rails to be replaced, and that's what I'm doing right now, replacing those Joy-Con rails. And now I'm just gonna test to make sure that they work. Before I do that, though, I'm gonna clean the screen. So this wasn't really much of a repair. It's more so just replacing a part, I guess you could say. That's what this is right here. It's just replacing the Joy-Con rails, which is what we just took off right now. These are the Joy-Con rails. Oh, this thing is not even charged. Maybe one day I'll take in customer repairs, but for right now, I'm happy with buying junk from eBay. Man, I started doing that myself. That's how my beginning started, is buying broken devices from eBay. This one, as you can see, it's charging. I put this on just to make sure that in case it didn't charge, I'll be able to see why. That's how I started myself, is buying broken devices from eBay, repairing those, selling them, buying more, repairing them, selling them, buying more, repairing them, and selling them. That's basically how I started personally. So yeah, I need to somehow put the chat from TikTok on there. TikTok chat should have been coming in through Restream. Why it's not coming in through Restream, I don't know, but it's supposed to. I am the one left my Logitech G Cloud a while back, and you fixed the Xbox Halo Edition. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember you. Quality work. Will be at your shop soon to visit and check it out. Definitely, man. Even though you don't have any repairs, feel free to check it out, man. We've got some video games, retro items, and of course some newer stuff as well. You don't need to bring a repair every single time. You could just come in and spend your money on video games. I'm just messing with you. All right, so Joy-Con rails have been replaced. I'm just waiting for this thing to turn on so we can test these Joy-Cons. While we wait on that, I have a Nintendo 64 that I don't use. How much do you offer? We have to see it in person. We have to see the aesthetics condition. We have to plug it in, test it, make sure it reads games, so forth and so on. And also make sure, of course, that you have all the accessories with it, which would be the composite wires, as well as controller and the power cable. So once you validate all that, then we usually provide an offer. But if you really want to know, you can go to my website, rosalessupertech.com. There's a trading page there. Type in the N64. It'll ask you if it's loose or if it's complete in box. And if you have the box, N64, the inserts, manuals, that would be considered as complete in box. And it'll give you a rough estimate of what we would offer. I'm hoping that I can pre-order the Transparent Series X. Same here. I'm not gonna do payment plan. I'm just gonna pay it off. I am just gonna pay it off. Let's see here. I'm gonna close out the ticket real quick, y'all. So bear with me if I don't read your messages. But I'm gonna close out the ticket for that blue switch back there. And then I'm waiting for this one to charge a bit so that I can test it. I keep more than I sell. That is a problem. If you keep more than you sell, unless they're special editions, then I understand. But if they're not, they're just standard. That would be a problem. That would certainly be a problem. There it is. Hmm.
You have PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying whenever he plays certain games,
Mm-hmm.
his controllers, he's tried 3 different ones, start lagging.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a drift, but they just lag.
And just means he probably has a failing uh, Wi-Fi slash Bluetooth
Oh,
chip.
okay.
So PlayStation 4s, they are prone to having a
It's a
Bluetooth. It's
PlayStation 5.
plus the PlayStation 5
Yes. Let me let you see
has
the.
that. Oh, okay. Super Tech, this is Leo. With whom am I speaking with? Hello? Hello? Yes. Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
All right. So, sales associate just got the transferring the call over to me. She mentioned or she stated that you're having issues with controllers lagging during gameplay.
Yeah, so it's just with like FPS games. It has like a delay, like an input delay.
With what games? I'm sorry.
Like FPS games, so like Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty,
Okay.
any shooting game, pretty much.
And you say you've tried multiple controllers and it does the same thing.
Yep, tried multiple controllers, a brand new controller.
Only thing I can potentially suggest is that if it's an FPS game, usually those take intensive amounts of, or it uses graphics. Let's just put it that way. Potentially being that it's not necessarily overheating, but getting close or near that. And if so, you may need an internal cleaning and reapplication of liquid metal. The only other thing I can think of is, has it been opened before?
Never. It's less than a year old.
Less than a year? Okay. Reason why I was asking that, because if someone's opened it before, there is some antenna wires that are in there, and if those antenna wires weren't plugged in, sometimes that can cause to where the controllers lag and or disconnect from the PlayStation 5 altogether. But that's not the case for you. So I can only assume that it's potentially that it needs an internal cleaning with the liquid metal being reapplied.
Okay.
Okay?
And you guys do that?
Yes, sir, we do. We charge $120 for internal cleaning with reapplication of liquid metal.
Okay.
Alrighty?
I'll bring it in.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep, you have a great one.
You do the same. What's weird?
Remember that PS4, the regular one that I did for a customer? It was a cleaning, and they wanted to buy it because theirs was broken.
Mm-hmm.
So with that one, I replaced all the pads and the thermal paste, and the fan is working. You could hear it, but it overheats on when you keep kicking it in.
Mm. What was the reason for replacing the Joy-Con rails on this one?
So whenever you're in a handheld mode, it only detects when
Hmm.
which was the right one. The right one detected, but the left one didn't. Did her button work?
I forgot about the button. I'll open it right now before I complete closing that ticket. Oh, I forgot about the Joy-Con button. Well, I think it's broken, that's why. Well, I tried removing that screw. That screw is just spinning. Yeah. The hell? That screw just oh, there it is. Okay, this thing. Well, that's the reason why it's not registering. It's completely broken off. There's no traces there. It's completely broken off. Mm-hmm. Well, I have all the phones here. Super Tech, this is Leo. How can I help you?
Hi, I just got a text regarding my switch light that it cannot be repaired.
That is correct, ma'am. The switch light cannot be repaired. It's heavily liquid damaged, unfortunately. So it's one of those that's not gonna be repairable. I'm working on your other one right now. I'm working on the LZ button for the pink controller or purple controller, and should have it ready for you by today. Okay. I've already replaced the Joy-Con rails. That's taken care of. It's already charging. So the last part is just the bumper button. And once I have that ready, it'll be ready for you to pick up. The other one was too heavily liquid damaged. So unfortunately, I said that one's unfortunately it's one of those we're not going to repair due to the liquid damage.
Liquid damage from where? If you're saying that it was liquid damage.
I couldn't tell you from where. It's got corrosion inside.
Okay. And the fee for the light is $222?
No, ma'am, I haven't sent an invoice as of yet. I haven't sent an invoice. Was there an invoice sent to you? I removed the 90 off of it, so we haven't invoiced anything regarding the switch light.
There's an email that I have that says repair ticket 8228 and amount due 222.
That must have been the initial email that we sent out to you when we created the initial ticket, but that's including the switch in the event that we did repair it. We're not following through with that repair, so you're not gonna. We're not charging you the full amount, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You know what? I could just fix the trace on this and put that thing back. Why would I do that when we got some over here already taken apart, though? Yep. Huh? Yeah, there's a red one here, but it looks like it's fully taken apart, so I need to find it. I found one. This is the same. I think it is. No, this is ZR. Is it? Yeah, maybe wrong. ZL, not ZR. I think it's gonna be the blue one. Is it already taken apart? Is that broken? No. No, we're not. We're not opening those. I think those were all good whenever I got them in. I think they were just either drifting. From back there? Yeah, no, we're not taking those apart. I don't think I have any blue ones then. It's alright. I guess I'll restore those traces. Back to the original game plan. It's only 3 lines anyway, so. Only 3 lines. Problem is, there's no ground on these. That would suck. Like, I could restore those traces, but sorry, my microscope. I don't know if it's the microscope. I don't know if it's my switch back there. I don't know if it's the game capture card. By something that's always disconnecting my scope camera. I think I am gonna have to open that blue one. Hold on. Maybe. No, they're not. I thought maybe these could also work, but they cannot. This is definitely different. Mm-mm. I don't want to destroy good Joy-Con rails for that. These actually should not be over there because these aren't for parts.
I had drivers with that.
Let's see if I can find some that are completely messed up. I think I had some over here at some point. Can't seem to find any. Animal Crossing with one Joy-Con. That's not good. Excuse me. See if I got some back here. Alright. Found one. That's ugly. We're gonna remove the part off of this because that one, I could potentially run those traces for this one. However, there's no ground points to hold the port out of, or the button, the switch. So with there not being some ground points, didn't realize my kid fell asleep with my hat. My baby boy fell asleep with my hat in his hand. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and take it off of this. And then I could always put this one back together if needed. We can always put it back together. Notice that YouTube and TikTok stream has like a 5-second lag behind TikTok. Is there? I don't know where the lag's coming from. So if I understand correctly, YouTube has a lag. YouTube has a lag. Alrighty. Got the part we needed. Let's just go ahead and put this one together. Is the music still playing? I don't even know. I don't hear it no more. Yeah, there still is music. I don't know what type of music this is, y'all. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. what type of music I should look for. What is epic music? I guess we'll just do that. Epic music, maybe? I don't know. Alrighty. Let's test. There we go. It is working. Alrighty. This one's done. These are the screws for this other controller over here. I'll put that there for now. Alrighty. Working on his laptop. This laptop actually was a no display. Powered on but didn't display. We found the issue. The screen needed to be replaced. We did that. And then we got it to display but no backlight. We then proceeded to diagnose the motherboard utilizing schematics, and we found a blown fuse due to liquid damage. I had most of the components that needed to be replaced except for a singular fuse, which we received today. This one here. We're going to solder that fuse on to this board. We're going to put this board back together. I'm going to solder this board back together to the... We're going to solder the fuse to the board and then put the board back together, and then we're going to test right afterwards to see if we get a backlight. If we don't, then we go back to the drawing board. Where is my knife here? Where is my knife? I think I may have misplaced my knife somewhere. Found another knife. I need to expose the trace I'm going to be soldering to, because I put some confirmer coating and did not expose it. Okay, that should work. And let's grab the fuse that we're going to utilize. And I wish I could show you guys the microscope, y'all, but microscope is not cooperating with us today. Alrighty. Let me add some flux to this. Well, I got it soldered on one end. The other end did not want to adhere to the pad. So let me see if I can just add some solder to the other end. That's too close to the other components though. Why didn't it want to adhere? There it is. Okay. We just make sure it actually adhered, and we get some continuity. Let's see here. We do have a missing component. Okay, that is good. Hope this works. I don't see nothing else that could potentially be wrong here. I did clean any other location that was potentially liquid damaged. So now the only other option we have is to get the port back and let's test. All right, now before we do put the port back, we are going to clean off the thermal paste that's on here. We'll do that afterwards though. Let's go ahead and put the port back, and let me grab this other fan. It's trying to hide from us here. Let me go ahead and blow these fans out real quick. Okay. Trying to remember how to put this back, y'all. It's been about a week or so since I Took this thing apart, and sometimes you tend to forget. But it's got the outline of it, so. Okay. There you go. Okay, I think I got all, not most of the the cables currently connected. Okay, let's do the thermal paste real quick. I hope I don't have to go back to the drawing board. I'm hoping that us replacing that fuse is going to resolve our issue. That is the backlight fuse, so when it blew up, it did mess up the traces there, which we restored. Nope. I just realized these heat sinks are clogged.
Why do you do an XVS adopt? At Rosales Supertech. Welcome X-Team Retreport Sex. You have been awarded some points. Use points to check your balance.
Why do you do an X versus a dot? I like an X. There's no reason behind it. I just prefer an X. And I feel like it'll apply more as far as covering more of the CPU versus a dot. So no real logic behind it, honestly. I just prefer an X. I just feel like it'll spread more evenly than it would if you put a single dot. If there is, I've never seen one of those. I just prefer an X over a dot, though. Which I'm assuming you prefer a dot over an X. You have just known to do a pea-sized dot. A pea-size from taking apart Xbox consoles? No, that's incorrect. Also, you need to make sure you apply the proper amount of thermal paste on the Xbox consoles as well. A pea-sized dot. That's not good practice either. All right, so everything's put together. I'm not gonna put the lid yet. I want to make sure that we are gonna get some sort of a backlight to it. I know last time it powered on, and it also it powered on, but it also it didn't it displayed, but only if I shined it with the flashlight. So now we're hoping to get a backlight to it as well. I don't know what I did with the power supply though. Let's see if it still has battery. It looks like it still has battery. Oh, I saw something flicker. But it hasn't came on yet though. I'm waiting to see if it'll come up. See nothing. Okay, turned off. It's rebooting. And there we go. We got it going, y'all. We got it going. I have known to do a pea-sized dot. And desktop PCs, no, I don't recommend that being good practice. A pea-sized dot. For me, I prefer it being an X to where it'll cover more. Bear in mind, thermal paste is non-conductive, so it's not going to kill anything if it goes over the actual die of the APU or GPU, whatever the case. So if it goes over it, I'm okay with it. I keep it more. I have no idea what you mean. What do you mean by what I mean? Well, we got this one going, y'all. This one's now displaying. It came in originally for, it had power. It would not display at all. We did replace the screen. After replacing the screen, it would now display, but without any backlight. So we use the schematics as well as the board view to locate where basically trace it to see where it. I'm trying to find a way to how to explain this because I'm not very good at explaining schematics and stuff like that. But basically, I traced down the fuse from the display itself when it plugs in, which one of those pins directed us to the backlight, and from there I was able to determine that the backlight itself was the actual cause to why it wasn't displaying fully, or at least with backlight. So from there I traced it to where it led me to a fuse that had been blown due to some liquid damage. It did create some sort of a crater underneath the actual motherboard, which we restored and completed the restoration of those traces. Soldered on a new fuse just now, as well as the surrounding components, because those were also blown as well. And here it is. It's now working. So we can now go ahead and put this back together. Have you thought about getting more storage for tools? I don't have enough space for more storage for tools, so I just keep them there. Bear in mind, these tools, I do have storage back here where I can actually put them. But as I use them, I put them here and never put them back. And I use them more often than anything. Now this thing is stuck because of what they spilt. So they have other issues with this motherboard now. They got issues with this keys now. They have sticky keys because they spilt. That's not good. That is not good. Where is my alcohol bottle? There it is. Can we spray some alcohol Let's see if the alcohol will release whatever sticky key it has. Alcohol, by the way, 99.9% isopropyl alcohol. It is non-conductive. And that is what I'm using here right now. I'm trying to see if it'll release these keys that are stuck. Okay, it got released because now it's no longer being pressed. They're stuck, like literally stuck. You can't. They're just stuck underneath because they spilt whatever the hell it is. Yep. I think he's gonna need a replacement. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be one of those where it doesn't. You can't just replace the keyboard. You have to replace the entire palm rest, which kind of sucks. Um. Did you? Who did that controller?
I'm not sure. See, but
See what's wrong with it and see if it's a warranty repair. So, see what's wrong with it, huh? All right, I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna have to call the customer on this one because the keyboard's not part of the repair itself. I tried removing it, the sticky keys, with some IPA, but it's still there. So we're gonna put the bottom portion back on though. And yeah, the keys for this one, they can't be replaced. They got these I forgot what these melted blobs on the bottom that prevent us having to remove the actual keyboard. So the entire palm rest would need to be replaced on this one. And I'm gonna have to do some research as far as what the cost of that would be. I've got storage back there. I do have storage behind the table. Again, as I use my tools, I don't use it and put it back. I use it, put it there. Eventually, once every month, I put my tools back just so that they can come back again. So, yeah. It's just one of those things where I use my tools more often than what they stay stored. So they usually just remain here. Like this one here. This one can go back. I just, honestly, it's a hassle having to go back there and start putting them back and stuff like that. Leo, I need to add you to the collection. Can you say Rusty Russ? I can certainly say that. Rusty Russ is the best. Rusty Russ is the best. There you go, man. Go ahead and add it to the collection. Who? Oh, you're welcome. What happened? Oh, okay.
At Rusty Russ Repairs. I have all the streamers say it and play it at the end of my streams.
Oh, okay. That's actually a pretty good idea.
Steamer Trevor says,
I won't steal your idea, but it's definitely a pretty good idea right there. All right, all the screws on this is tight. This laptop, per standards of what they brought it in for, it is a repaired laptop. Keys are still sticky. I am going to call the customer real quick and just inform them regarding the sticky keys. I'm not sure if they're going to want to get those replaced, but first, before I do call them, though, I need to do some research as far as what the palm rest for this model laptop costs, because I don't know what it would cost for it. This is a tough gaming laptop, 706. So let's see what it costs for the replacement. Is my TikTok still going? I don't even know. I think they may have time me out or something because I'm showing nothing. I thought it was. It is an Asus. Asus Tough 706. Let me see. Can I separate where my TTS is coming from? I think TTS is coming through. Yeah, TTS is coming through my Chromebook or my Chrome, my browser. But music is also coming through there as well. Oh, I think we just sold something else. Let me put pause on my music and let me see where TTS comes from. Somebody say something. Somebody say something on the YouTubes. I'm looking at Trumpet to see where this sound's coming from. Is it through OBS or is it through
I am watching you on YouTube but playing audio on TikTok.
Oh. All right. I see it. I see it. I see it. System.
At Rusty Russ Repairs.
Something. There you go. Yeah, I just noticed.
At Xteamer Trevor says, because YouTube audio is lagging by about 5 seconds.
Because YouTube audio is lagging about 5 seconds. Seriously? I don't have any lag. I don't have any lag that I am aware of.
At Xteamer Trevor says, TikTok is like 5 seconds ahead of YouTube.
Oh, wow. So TikTok is good. You're saying YouTube's audio is not good. I don't have any sort of delays on my stream, though, so I don't know how that's happening. I don't want to mess with that right now, though. What I want to mess with is my TTS, talk to speech. I see that it's coming through my web browser, which in this case would be Chrome. I'm trying to see how can I go about separating my talk to speech to Unless I use two different browsers. Mm.
At Xteamer Traport Sex. I don't know, I wouldn't worry about it. It might just be a feature on YouTube.
It could be a possibility. How did that play earlier? Alrighty. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I'll mess with that later on. Let me just look for this part. Basis tough. 706. And we need the palm rest replacement. Can we find one? Yep, I found one.
At 8-bit repair. YouTube always has latency. Ultra low gives 5 to 7 seconds and caps stream to 1080p 60 FPS.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I personally didn't know that either. But then again, I don't stream it as often. I used to stream back in the day, gaming, but no one ever complained about there being any sort of delay back in the day. This is a 706.
At Xteamer Traport Sex. But yet TikTok is around 5 seconds ahead of audio for YouTube/Facebook. I think FB was less laggy by like 2 seconds vs YouTube.
All right, need to call the customer real quick, y'all. Let me see what the customer says. I don't know what they're going to say. But their keys are sticky. And they could probably try to fix it themselves. The keyboard, the palm rest, by the way, for this one, it's $135. It's just already becoming an expensive repair for the customer. All right, sorry about that. I had to mute you guys. I left him a voicemail. He did not pick up. But this laptop, as what the repair itself was for, is taken care of. Alright, yeah, I got a PlayStation 5 here that we're going to be working on. It was dropped off. It was mailed in, actually. It's a mail-in repair. We got a mail-in repair that came in from another shop. And I'm going to put my gloves on this because I can already see that it's heavily dusty in there. What are you looking for? Wire for that?
Yeah, like the PS3.
For four?
Connect to the console.
Is it? Well, what I'm saying is it going to be like put together with the one that's going to be sold?
No, just test.
Testing? It's back there. I just used it the other day.
The wire?
Yeah. It's on Angelica's side. All right. Now this one, of course, they don't ever pay for cleaning, so not too concerned about cleaning. These usually have been worked on previously. It came in for, I believe it's a no power. Beep on, beep off. Let's just confirm exactly what the issue is. Plugging in a power cable. Now let's see what it does. Yep, beep on, beep off. That's no good. That ain't good. Yep, beep on, beep off. I'm collecting a whole bunch of these over here. I need to start getting some of these out of the way. Having one is fine, but having a whole bunch is not fine. All right, it looks like it was bothering that one gentleman. I'm going to go ahead and clear out my workbench a little bit. When he pointed it out, it actually started bothering me afterwards. Huh? Yeah, they pointed out my... Andrew says, okay, I'll show you right now what my first steps are. A lot of people go straight to UART. However, I don't do that. UART can sometimes be confusing and it doesn't really point out to the actual issue. In my opinion, of course. I'm clearing out my workbench real quick. A little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Alright, a little bit. We can clear out a little bit. I don't want my workbench to feel naked. Okay. Got a few more of these over here. I was holding them all hostage back there in my workbench. All right. Pens go over here. This goes over here. Goes over there. These are tools that I've used out throughout this week, which is why they're all over my workbench. I want to keep the tools I actually use all the time there. Xbox we did yesterday. We did one, so that's why I have that tool there. This one, I don't really use that one, so definitely use my knife. We definitely use this for HDMIs, and this one we don't use it as much. Definitely use our multimeter. I'm about to use a multimeter now, and this is for when we're injecting voltage. So I'm gonna move that out the way. We may end up having to inject voltage here, but I don't know as of yet. Put that there. All right. Does that look much better? Hopefully. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I don't care. Okay. Okay, these are the tools I use all the time, so I'm gonna keep these tools there. There's no point on putting those tools up when I use them all the time. No, the Donkey Kong Bear, yep, I'm using it for tools. I 3D printed it. It is a 3D printed Donkey Kong barrel. I printed one for myself, one for my employee back here, and two for the front, so they can put pens and such on them. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get, y'all, because it'll just get back dirty again. There's no point on organizing when we're constantly doing repairs, constantly grabbing tools. So any cleaner than this, you probably won't see it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started, y'all. So it's a beep on, beep off. PlayStation 5. Let me go ahead and get started, y'all. Let me move the camera back up. All right, PlayStation 5. And this is going to be a video that's going to be recorded. If we get it repaired, hopefully it'll land on YouTube or some sort of platform, whether it's YouTube or any other platform. We got a PlayStation 5 Slim that was mailed in from another customer. It's actually business to business.
I have an elegant Neptune 4 Pro, but want to get a 3D printer that can do different colors without waste.
Oh, that'd be awesome. The one I have, it's the...
Your table looks better now.
It looks better. I appreciate it. All right, let me go ahead and get started, y'all. PlayStation 5 was mailed in for repair due to no power. It's got a beep on, beep off. It's a 2-second blue light of death. It did come in from another shop, business to business. It turns on for about 2 seconds, 1, 2, shuts off. And I believe 8-Bit did state that he wants to see how we diagnose this. One thing I just noticed is this thing, it's broken. The actual optical drive is broken, so this thing must have suffered some sort of a hit. Also, I just noticed this: the connector for the optical drive, it's actually on the optical drive. It's not on the console, so I'm wondering if there's some sort of a short circuit there as well. Bad part here, y'all. I'm sorry when I'm looking under the microscope. My camera, from a microscope, it's not working. So you guys are not going to be able to see what I am seeing here. Now, I did look underneath this, underneath the camera, my scope, that is, to see if all the pins are actually on here. There is a single pin here that's still touching the other. I just moved it. But I don't think that's the cause of... I don't think that's the cause of... Jailbroken PlayStation 3 fat and added better power supply to it. I don't think that was causing the short circuit. Let's see if it was. I just removed it from there. Let's try to turn this on without the optical drive. No. Yes. Robert? Regarding the...
I was told that you were the one who...
I did, yeah. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to speak with the customer with the laptop.
ADX Seamer Trevort Sex. Is that a PS5 Pro? ADX Seamer Trevort Sex. I have never seen a PS5 with two separate panels. ADX Seamer Trevort Sex. Talking about the white panel.
Alrighty, y'all. We're back at it again. So it still did the 2-second light of death. We are removing that power supply now. Oh, my bad. And let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Is that a PlayStation 5 Pro? No, it's just a PlayStation 5 Slim. I never seen a PlayStation 5 with two separate panels. It's a Slim, that's why. Talking about white panels. Yeah, the white panels. Yeah, usually it's a single for the revisions 1, 2, 3, I believe. And then the Slim comes with two panels. Where do I get my t-shirt? I get my t-shirts from Walmart. I got it from Walmart. That's where I got it from. We have business shirts, but my business shirts are all dirty, and my wife has yet to put my clothes to wash, so I'm having to wear my going out clothes, I guess you can call it. Yes, I wear t-shirts going out. I don't like dressing fancy. I am happy with the t-shirt. It's been open, as I mentioned. The warranty stick—it's been removed here. I don't know what all was done to this PlayStation 5, so we're about to see.
I only wear graphic t-shirts.
You only wear graphic t-shirts? I don't only wear graphic t-shirts. I do dress up every now and then when I go to church, but otherwise, t-shirts are all you see me wearing. Did you see what was wrong with that controller?
Yeah, it was just sticks are bad. I guess originally we replaced the X-axis,
The potentiometer?
and it started wiggling still on both of them.
Okay, so you're replacing both analogs? Were you able to use that new tool?
Yeah, it's the only thing that I'm having issues with is putting this one. I'm trying to see that it's tilted away.
Oh.
I think go melt it. I like the tool though.
I think the removal process is good, but the putting it on, I don't think it is because it heats it up too much, and I feel like the plastic melts. So I think it's once it's removed, adding low melt and then removing it the old way, and then putting it on and soldering the yeah. At least the removal process it is.
Putting on doesn't take that long.
There was two screws. So here's the other one. Two screws that, for whatever reason, when my T8 did not come off. Alrighty. You know what? I'm not even going to unplug that just yet. This is a Slim. Actually, I am going to have to unplug that. I was going to say I'm going to check my voltage rails here, but this is a Slim. It's not the same as before. Although we can check our 5 volt. And actually, let's do that. Let's check our 5 volts rails right over here. 5 volt, 3 volt, and 3.2. Let's place our... This board is actually bent. Black probe on ground. Okay, we got 5 volts coming in. We got 3.3. 3.3. All right. At least I know I have those voltage rails there. The next component I'm going to validate here, and I'm just going to unplug this real quick and just get this out from the power supply because I don't want to get any bad readings because we're still connected to the actual power supply. And the power supply can still have some voltage, signs of voltage coming through. So we're just going to remove this. The hell is this? Bro. You see this? They put the wrong screws.
What the heck?
They put the wrong screws literally on the back.
It's the first time I've ever saw long screw damage.
That's what you would call long screw damage. Man. You can't ever make this up, y'all. Y'all cannot make this up. These screws do not go here. These screws do not go there.
This is like this, right?
They put the wrong screws to screw the power supply.
Is that a component?
That is a component. That's why it has
Broken things.
Bro.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Hold on. Let me see. So one goes here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out too.
One goes here, which would be roughly there.
That's where that is.
Which is that one. And then this other one goes here, which would be roughly there. Around here. I guess there's no damage on this side.
Oh, you can kind of see
yep.
it.
Yep,
Yeah.
there is. Fuck. I'm surprised this thing even has a 2-second blue light of death. Damn. Alrighty.
So is the board toast?
I don't know yet. We're about to find out. I can probably replace that. My concern is this one back here. This one actually did get to the motherboard. I wish I can show you guys what I'm seeing underneath this damn microscope. Let me reboot this one more time. I've already ordered a replacement. Camera, but it won't be here. Actually, when will it be here? Let me see here. I'm gonna see when it'll be here. My microscope chooses when it was a display. When will it be here? I ordered this thing back on June 30th. Estimated arrival the 21st to the 24th. They haven't even shipped it out yet, y'all. It shows ordered, but it hasn't been shipped out. Alright, so let me reboot that. Turn on my... See if I trigger it right now to display. Please display. Maybe if I hit that box, I don't know if it's the box, but I'm hitting it. I want you to display, please. It says no signal. You know what? It could be my capture card. It could possibly be the capture card. Do I have another? So one of the things I could potentially do is remove this HDMI, which is the HDMI for see here. That one comes from over there. Not sure where this one goes to. Goes straight to the TV, maybe. Let's see if maybe it'll capture it that way. Maybe. I don't know. Nope. Um, no. No, I don't know, y'all. This is not gonna work. All right, it is what it is. I don't waste so much time, but just know that I'm working on it. Fortunately, it's one of those things where I have no control over because of this. It's either my camera or the game capture card. I feel like it's the camera giving out. But nevertheless, what we're going to do is actually replace these components that were just drilled into due to long screw damage. And then try to get it up. But before we do that, let me go find this exact motherboard because I need to get components off of a similar motherboard. So I need to find one. This is an EDM 041. Okay, I found an EDM 040. I believe it's close to the one I have as far as revision. Yep, I have the exact same component there, and I have the same coil there as well. So what we're going to do first is remove our components, get them ready, and then we'll solder them onto that other board, and we'll go from there. So we're going to remove ours first, and I'm sorry again, you guys can't see what I'm seeing, and that's because my microscope isn't working. It chooses when it wants to work. And I can't wait until I get my new camera as well. And before we proceed, I am going to show you guys. I'm going to zoom in.
Did your camera that shows you failed?
Did your camera that shows you failed? What do you mean? What do you mean? Does my camera show I fail?
Have seen the Trevor 6. It's frozen.
Uh-oh. I got it. I did a couple of turns, but it's all right. Let's go down.
Trevor 6. Your camera that shows you is frozen. Your left camera.
Oh, my camera shows I'm frozen. Ah, don't tell me that. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why it froze. Maybe when I unplugged stuff. Alrighty, we got the what I feel like is 2 components that are going to be needed for that repair. Now, before we proceed with this, y'all, I'm going to show you real quick what exactly I am referencing to. Let's see if I can zoom you guys in. So this area here, we're going to try to zoom into. Can you guys see that right there? That's as far as I can go. So this here is what long screw damage is. They literally, on the battery side, put these 2 screws with the motherboard facing down, and 1 screw went here. The other screw, if you can see, went there. So that is the long screw damage right there. Now, there was a component that also went there, I believe. And then this one here. Whether if it's going to be repairable, I don't know. So what I'm going to do right now is remove this component. And I have the replacement one right here. I'm going to replace it. And we'll see if it'll work. I'm going to have to see. I don't see that component on that other motherboard, so I'm going to have to see if there was a component there or not. But that's basically what happened is whomever worked on this before screwed it up. Whoever worked on it before, they screwed it up. Literally. So now it's up to us to try to fix replacing that and that. We're going to start with the coil first. Since it's already obliterated, might as well start there. So
was it mailed in from a customer?
It was a mail-in. It's a business to business, so it is a mail-in. Now, I'm not saying that that business that sent it to me is the one that did the repair or tried doing the repair. I don't know. I can't say if it was them or not. It could have been a customer took it to them, because usually this business that sends it over to us, if they get something they know they don't know how to repair, they just send it to us, and then we repair it and we send it back to them. But I don't know if that's the case with this one, though. And I don't like throwing businesses under the bus. Alright, we got the broken coil.
And their steamer trapboard sex. Oh, okay.
All right, so we're going to do, all right, so the underneath the actual coil, there was no damage to the board, so that's good. So what I'm going to do right now is just retouch with some leaded solder. What that does, it reduces the melting temperature to it, of course. So we're going to touch it up with some low melt. I mean, not low melt, some leaded solder. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm on autopilot right now.
I'm gonna steamer trapboard sex. Is your mat on your desk a grounded mat?
Do I have a grounding mat? Yes. So this one here, it's a cook mat, but the one below it, it's a grounding mat. All right, we got the coil. I am not gonna go ahead and get this chip over here. We're gonna missing some traces, I can already tell. All right, so the good thing is that the pads that are going to be missing, they're all one pad. So that's a good thing. And I think we are missing a component there as well. Let me clean that up real quick with my brush. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. All right, so this is the aftermath of replacing, or not replacing, but removing that section of that component right there. So that component, oh, it's kind of hot from the bottom. Sorry, I'm burning my finger here. Right there. That's where you could see the indentation of the screw spinning, and that component was also gone. So I need to see if I can find whatever that component was as well. And then I do need to check this fuse to make sure it's still good. But the pads I was concerned about were these two middle pads there. It looks like they're still there, so we're golden here, and this is all one pad. So we're good with that. I just need to see what component that is, solder that back on, and then we'll test. Let me see if the motherboard I had that component. It does not. Or at least not in the same direction that this one has it. This is EDM040. This was EDM041. I don't think I have EDM041. And I don't know what component it was. Yeah. Oh, I found one. Found 4-1. I found the phone one. Alrighty, so we're gonna remove that component I'm needing. It's already 6:38. Didn't realize time is going by so quick.
You got any more tracks? Any tracks?
No. This is a resistor, that's what it was. So it's a 2R2 resistor. Let's go ahead and get that resistor. See, I didn't know it was a resistor. And I took that other motherboard over there. I was going to see if the other components were exactly the same or not.
At Xteam or Trevor 6. Do you keep extra parts that you remove?
Do you keep extra parts that you remove? I keep motherboards. And then I remove the components off of the motherboards. If I kept them separately in containers, they would probably get lost. So I just keep them on the motherboard. I have back in my parts room back there, I have some shelves full of motherboards that I'm able to go through for various devices that we normally work on, so that we can remove parts from it and then use them on here. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to tin these components. Before I lose that component, let me add some flux and then let me tin this real quick. Okay. I need to check this component, make sure it's the same as this other one, because it was a different revision. Yeah, it's the same. Alright, so that way I can use this components here as well. Alrighty. Resolder those two components. Y'all think this thing is still gonna work? I don't know, to be honest, but we're going to certainly test right now. We replaced the two broken components, or three broken components, due to long screw damage. I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. Alrighty. So y'all saw what it looked like before. This is what it looks like now. It's right there. With the replacement component. And then right over here, this coil. That coil there. And that one there.
Okay, I have been hoarding motherboards from things that I have scrapped for money. Do you have a link to the solder station and other tools that you use?
I do have links for a lot of the things, but I'm not sure what all I have links for. I've upgraded since, and I've yet to update those links. in my description, but the soldering station I use is the Hacko FM203, as well as the hot air station I use Quick 86 1DW. I need to update those links though, because I don't know if they're honestly accurate or not. I'll probably try to spend tonight and get those done. There's a few things I need to update on my stream because I'm trying to better my stream and be interactive. I want to be like my boy Ruzzy Russ and Ace. I like the way they got their streams. Alrighty, let me go ahead and test real quick. I would say I want to sit back, but I have to hold it. You know what? I am going to sit back. I'm just going to press the power button. I don't want to get my fingers blown in the event that this thing decides to blow up. So I am going to put the clamp on so that it doesn't overheat, of course. Alrighty. Put that on. Let's put a power cable on. And we're just going to press the power button. And see what happens. Lights right here. It's right there. And it's actually staying on. It is staying on. Where's my HDMI? Got my HDMI over here.
So was the connector for the disk drive broken off?
It is. It's broken off. It's actually even the pins stayed on there. It is displaying, y'all. I did update my scene. Let me see if I can create a scene here. All right, so that's the scene. It shows the PlayStation 5 it being on, y'all. Huh? It turned on after replacing those components. So this one we will consider as being repaired. I don't know if they want us to fix that connector for the optical drive. I do need to call and find out. This thing is making noise though. You hear it?
Oh yeah, that's not good.
It's making. I think it's the power supply, to be honest. Yeah, it's from the power supply. I think it's my PC.
Too much?
Yeah, I think it's my PC.
But yeah, no, that sounds bad. That doesn't sound good at all.
I think it's my PC. My PC, for some reason, it's making that. It doesn't sound good, y'all. It is working. It is powering on and everything, but it's making a weird sound, and I feel like it's coming from the actual power supply. I'm gonna validate to see if in fact that may be the case. So I am going to actually. I can just remove this now from the power supply. I'm going to plug in power to the power supply only. See what the power supply does. I don't hear nothing from the power supply. Let me use another power supply. And this one, you can tell it's not a power supply that you would normally get. That's the that would be the original power supply. This is an aftermarket one actually. So let's use one of ours.
Can see your desk or overlay on YouTube.
You can what? Can't see your desk or overlay. We're going to use one of our power supplies real quick and see if in fact it's the power supply they're utilizing.
At FC Trevor 6. It's back now.
Awesome. Let's see if it still does the same sound. If so, it's probably going to be my, I don't know, maybe the coil I put in. Okay. Yeah, it's this power supply. Power supply. I don't even hear it no more.
I think it must have been whenever he used the screws.
No, because the screws actually do go to the opposite end. No, they go through the opposite end, so it won't damage this. This is just a faulty power supply. So yeah, I don't hear it anymore. This is going to be a costly repair. Before I call Matt, I need to do the invoice real quick. Let me see what the total cost is going to be. In case he chooses to proceed, cause this one it costs quite a bit actually in parts. All right, let me add the parts real quick. So this is six. Okay. Coils we replaced. A224H. And we replaced the power regulator over here, or it's a MOSFET actually. MOSFET, I don't know what that MOSFET is. Let me see here. RA06 W31K. Alrighty. So I went ahead and notated. Let's see. Let's get to work.
Addex Steamer Trevor Sex. Have you ever watched Louis Rossmann before?
I have. I watch him all the time. So I just watched this video recently where someone's trying to sue him. We drive some things trying to sue him because of Louis Rossmann has a webpage where he basically shows what the community has written about this company, how they have like fake listings on Google, which anytime you have a business and you create a Google page for that business, someone for that business has to be there and present that business. So with this company, We Drive, which is a data recovery business, they use like third-party vendors of some sorts, and they put that their business is there, but only for drop-offs, which is not right in the sense that they're paying a third party to take in these devices, but there's no one from that business to actually represent them. So Louis Rossmann, of course, he didn't go into detail on his webpage, but he created a webpage of their practices that they have, and now that company wants to sue him. And Louis Rossmann said, "Go ahead and sue me. I'll take you guys all down." Basically, that's what he's doing. So if I had that kind of money, I'd be chasing after these big guys as well, but I don't have that kind of money. He does though. I love him. Yeah, I love it. I love his content. I won't say I love him personally, but I love his content. He's a cool guy. You know, I think the only men I will ever love are gonna be my kids. But as far as loving a man, I don't think I'd ever steep to that. Can only love my kids, who are boys, but as far as men's, they are cool. I have nothing against them.
So are your employees your family?
Ward 6.
So are your employees your family? They're not blood-related family, but I like to say we treat them somewhat like family. We try to draw a line sometimes, though.
Annex Team Ward 6. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, give me a second, y'all. I need to call the gentleman for this one before I put this console back together. I need to get an approval before we proceed, so bear with me, y'all. I'll place you on brief hold. I need to get the business phone. Where is the business phone? I need it.
I was about to reply.
Okay, well, I need to call Matt. Yeah. Hold on, babe. Well, he did not pick up, so I'm going to leave it like this. It is already 7 o'clock. I'm going to have to speak with him tomorrow. I'll leave it like this for tonight because it's almost time to go. I will say this, y'all. I appreciate everyone that actually joined the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I am going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to see if I can get a better experience as far as our live tomorrow. I need to figure out how to get my TikTok messages to also show on the same chat platform that we're currently using. It should be working. I don't know why it's not, but I'll try to figure that out tonight. Otherwise, this PlayStation, it is fixed. I did replace the power supply. I replaced the 2 components that were damaged due to long screw damage. I'm glad I did not have to do any sort of trace repair on it. But as far as it being repaired to where it powers on, it displays, we're golden there. I just need approval because if he doesn't approve, then I have to put his power supply back on with the sound that it has. Sounds, I don't know what the sound. It sounds like, you know, whenever electricity is flowing through a current is flowing through a power line, kind of. That's what it sounds like with that power supply, which I feel like that power supply is going to give out soon. So, nevertheless, thank you very much. That's it for this video. Y'all stay blessed, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, everyone. We'll probably go live tomorrow as well after 3. Later. Peace.